My name is Sarah, but I go by Vanessa. I describe my job to some people as just OnlyFans, and they're usually really curious and they ask lots of questions. I'm the top 0.6%.
Do you feel like a bad bitch?
Sometimes I can't believe that it happened. Like I wake up and I'm like, wow, is this really my life? Is that what's happening? Basically, I've been doing it as my only source of income since like May of last year.
It's like people can come in and follow you, and then you have a menu of things. I don't know, that's right. Like many, or like a list of things that people can like choose from, whether it's like certain requests or like, you know, like your top favorite things to do.
I have my daddy package is what I call it. That's all the couples videos I've ever done.
Okay. So, and that's like videos of like you and someone else.
Usually me and the one guy that I collaborate with, but then there are videos in there of me with a girl that I did videos with too.
How long do those, how long are they?
Usually between like 5 to 15 minutes, the videos.
What's your favorite thing to do? You have like a favorite thing to do?
I really honestly prefer doing couples content.
Oh, okay.
Like you're in it with someone, feels like more organic, if that makes sense, like being rather than just like sitting in your room staring at a tripod. Like I like doing those too because there's kind of less pressure in a way.
Jane, like something to think about, something to really think about.
Where it was, but you answered like a question about like blowjobs and you were like, nah, they don't like it. It's like a hot dog down a hallway.
Makes his dick look too small, it's like,
I guarantee if you started OnlyFans, you get people requesting 2 at a time.
How does that? No, I've gotten requests of like, how many can you do at a time? And I'm like, how would I ever be in a scenario where I could be like, everyone pull down your pants, like get together? How would that work? In terms of like, and like no kink shaming, like never yuck another's yum ever, but like some of like the craziest, like I know there's some like really simple ones. Like,
so there was the salad, the guy who wanted me to put all the ingredients of a salad inside me and then like squeeze them out.
That sounds like James's next dinner. I'm just gonna shove some romaine.
You like dressing, honey? Like there are a lot of guys who don't understand like coochie health.
Oh my God.
Not put a bunch of random shit in there because you can really hurt yourself.
Yeah. Obviously, I'm for like I would say like, obviously I say a lot about like butthole health, but like I'm health for all the gapes. Like I just think we need to take better care of all of our gapes. Like whatever's up your butt, like you need to like do like some serious cleansing.
Especially like seeing like the sandwiches and stuff that you eat. Like I would literally
like, can you imagine?
Really die.
Do some butt play after I just eat a 7-pound chicken burrito. I don't think that's a good idea. Not only for me, but for you.
There was the guy who wanted me to watch porn with my mom. And he was like, I was like, I'm not going to do that. And he was like, you don't have to like masturbate. And like, again, that is not the issue here.
Has anyone ever asked you to poop and send you their poop or send your poop to them?
Oh, yes.
Have you ever done that? If you don't want to say that.
A little sales plug here. I also sell panties. Like you can like request that I do certain things into the panties and then I vacuum seal them and like mail them in an envelope.
So have they ever wanted you to like poop in your panties?
Yeah, I do like, I would say more of like a skid than like actual, because it's actually illegal to send feces.
Oh, no way.
It's a biohazard, so technically you're not allowed to do anything like that. Legally speaking, I have never done that.
The other thing that got us talking was, I have to get into this, when I got like 300 DMs one night of people wanting me to eat them alive. I had never heard of this before. What is like, is there a definition for it?
I think vore is there's a whole umbrella, right? So like vore is, I believe, the fantasy of like being ingested by someone. But then there's like other stuff, right? Like there are like giantess fantasies. So like there are whole subreddits dedicated to like women who like are really tall or like are positioned with the camera in like a way that makes them look like they're towering over you. Like people who want to be stepped on, that's one thing. Like I've had people be like, step on me, mommy. And I'm like, we'll see.
We'll see. Comfortable saying like what your kink is. Do you have like a fetish that you love doing?
I mean, I've done a lot of different stuff, but like I've gotten into like definitely like more of like a dominant sub dynamic with me like as the submissive. Like I'm not personally into like vore and that stuff, but I can see how like after speaking to lots of people with all these different like beliefs, I can see how someone could be into that. Like I can understand what would make it work for them, you know?
It's kind of like Magic School Bus. Mrs. Frizzle. It's like a real life Mrs. Frizzle, like a sexual Mrs. Frizzle.
It was a fairly detailed fantasy. Like it was a long video. It was like a 20-minute long video, and I normally don't do them that long.
Wow, I was gonna say that is long. It's like a whole episode. It's like a pilot.
It's like a little out of my comfort zone because it involved like acting, like rather than just kind of like being myself, like turning up the sexy. I had to like actually pretend to be like this person. Like the idea would be that I'm talking to him online, and then like I asked him if he wants to like be mine forever or something.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, and I'm like, are you sure it's permanent? And he doesn't understand, so he's like, yeah, of course. And so then I flip a switch, and he suddenly shrunk down to like this big, and I make him my personal butt plug. That's like the fantasy. He wanted to like put the camera like going towards until like I was putting him in, and then it would go black, and then he wanted the camera facing the other way, so it was like he was looking out.
So he was looking out your butthole.
Yeah, and then he wanted me to like put another like thing in behind him so that he would be stuck.
And he wants to live there for the rest of his life and your life.
I think part of it is like the idea that like they want me to be able to feel them like moving around in there.
And do you like again, like can he like message you and be like, did you feel me tickle you this morning?
Like I would not be opposed to it. I've anything to keep the fantasy going, right?
Totally. In his mind, is he still up there?
I'm not sure. I feel like some people are a lot more like method about the whole thing, if that makes sense. Like the video is like a fantasy, and then they watch it and they go back to their real lives. And then other people are a lot more invested personally.
Have you ever had a sugar daddy?
I've had like a sugar daddy from OnlyFans. They're really submissive people. There's this thing called financial domination. It's the best. I love it. There are way more girls out there looking to do it than guys who are into it. They basically get off on sending you money. Like you tell them to give you money, and you like degrade them, and like yeah, like it's just like, you know, I can spend your money better than you can, so like I deserve it, and send it to me. And they do. Yeah, and the best part is that he's locked in chastity. I don't actually have to do anything like wanky.
He's locked in chastity?
It has been for months.
What does that mean? He actually has like a chastity belt?
Like a chastity cage. They're smaller, and they'll just go around the main equipment. And yeah, I
thought those were like in medieval times.
They were for women, but now it's for men.
Where do you find some of those? He put it on himself.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he puts it on at my orders. There's some that you can buy that are like they are linked to an app, and you can add other people on, and they can like lock and unlock yours at will using the app.
Oh my, that can't be comfortable though, right?
I think it depends. Like some of them are like deliberately meant to be uncomfortable. Like they have little pokey things on the inside.
What?
And others are like more comfy. Like they're made of like plastic, and they're like a little bit bigger, so there's more room. Basically the whole point is so they can't get hard fully.
I like that. That, you know, it's got me thinking, you know, if James ever acts a fool, like you're getting the chastity belt.
Yeah, get the app one. You're like, okay.
Tracking every time he gets hard. I'm like, what made you hard at 12:02 today?
OnlyFans is like, I can't remember like the setup for it, but the username itself is Vanessa Riley. And then my Instagram is Sarah Baudet, and my TikTok is Vanessa Riley Hub.
You're amazing. Thank you so much.